Hey, Warrior Saints, welcome back as we continue our preparation for New Year's. Tonight is New Year's Eve. The ball's going to drop. It's going to be a rock and rollin' new year. We're going to get all the way there, and it's just going to be fantastic. Unless it isn't. If we keep doing things the way that we always go about doing them, if we just keep going with this hubris, for lack of a better term, where we think our way is the way that's going to work, then we're going to not work. It's going to be the same. The new year, everyone's always like dreading New Year's. Oh, thank God the next year's gone. I hope the next year's better. It's not going to be better unless you do something different to make it better. Unless you get out there and make the changes that you need to make in your life. Stopping following all of the crap that's out there that's telling you to you do you. And you get out there and you do something a little bit differently. It's like the old adage, anyone who represents himself has a fool for a client. Because we can't represent ourselves. Because we always think that we know best and that we're right. But the reality is we're not always right. We don't always know best. We hear this most poignantly in Psalm 10, verses 3 and 4. The wicked boasts of the desires of his heart, and the man greedy for gain curses and renounces the Lord. He rejects the Lord. He rejects the Lord's way. And it goes on, in the pride of his countenance, the wicked does not seek him. All his thoughts are, there is no God. This is precisely what we talk about when we look at the difference between Adam following what Adam wants to do and Christ following what God is telling him to do. We have that same choice laid before us. We have that same choice. But everyone is telling us, you do you. We have advertising all over the place that's telling us, have it your way. Do what makes you happy. And you'll just find that joy. That's not the reality. That's trust in a faithless man. We hear this in Proverbs 25, that trust in a faithless man in time of trouble is like a bad tooth or a foot that slips. Our foot is always going to slip if we keep going about it the exact same way. If we keep going about it our way, our foot is never going to have solid footing. The actual solid footing that we seek, that we need, is rooted in God's commandments, is rooted in Christ's way, and it is the only way of the warrior saint. It is the only way for us to walk as we are men and women who are putting aside our own will, seeking out God's will. And we are here at the Warrior Saints movement to help you do that in your life. We are here with opportunities that you can take where you can understand the Bible so that you can learn God's will and then put it into action with a 6-part battle plan that shows you how to live God's will. Visit us at warriorsaints.org. Take this chance. Let this be your New Year's resolution, that this is the year that you are going to do it. You are going to be a warrior saint. You are going to be a man or a woman who is out there fighting every single day to not focus on their own will, but focus on God's will and implementing that in their life. Keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.